Namaste. Thank you for joining today at the farm. My name is Charlie Das Udasin, and I started this farm here back in the year 2070 in the Nepali calendar, or 8 years ago for the rest of us. When we started this farm 8 years ago, there was absolutely nothing here. I slept on the terrace here at night, and then slowly we built the cow house, we built the mandir, we built the kitchen, we built the guest room, then we put in the greenhouses, and now we've just finished constructing our ecotourism cottage below in the veggie gardens. First thing I did was I planted 100 trees here. I figured that these things would take the longest to bring a result, so better to start at the fastest. After that we built the cow house, and we had cows here at the farm for about 5 years, and since about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, I moved the cows to Kathmandu, to my Guruji's place. What you see is kind of an evolution of our working journey here in the farm. Why this happened as well so much was because in the time of cows we had both the earthquake in Nepal and then the border blockade that happened afterwards. So we learned that this fresh perishable item in a country like Nepal, where our market is 40 kilometers away, is really not feasible for the long term. And then we moved on to vegetables and trees, and started with the tourism part as well. And then we started to understand with Corona time that again, these fresh items and going to market is really all the time going to be more stress than we want to be eating. So now since the last 1 year, we kind of took the executive decision, we just focus on trees. And whether we have a Corona or a lockdown or a border blockade or whatever, it's okay, we can always stay here. So here on the farm we work with a very small team of staff. There's myself, I'm here about 5 days a week, and the other 2 days I go to marketing. On the farm with my workers I come into like leadership programs. So for example, in Harry's situation, he's the leader behind all the trees and the nurseries and the grafting and the rootstocks. And Manoj Dai is the leader behind our bees, and Lakshmi Bihini is our leader behind the baddies and the fields. We always try to maintain an idea of diversity here. So, of course, what can be the most complementing thing to trees and vegetables is actually bees. My first attempt at beekeeping, my bees all ran away. And I understand that, of course, my knowledge is limited. And when your knowledge is limited, what you need to do, you need to find a teacher or a leader. So, this is where this Manoj K.C. Dai came into the picture. And he took on the responsibility of being the leader for our bees, and together we do the work, and at the same time I'm also getting the education. About 3 months ago we finally had our first very successful harvest, and out of the little profits that we made from that we reinvested back into the bees, and now we've gone from 2 boxes to 6 boxes, and we hope that within the next month of spring our 6 boxes will somehow become like 15 boxes. In my time in Nepal, I have found that it's very hard to find a guarantee behind a product. And thankfully, a lot of people give me and my products trust because they know me already and the work that I do. Also in this video, we would like to explain to people like what is behind our trademark slogan, Baba Guarantee. Try to do it every step of our work, we do it as professionally as possible. After having a professional work habit, whatever materials we use in our production, we make sure that it is 100% the best that we can do. So for example, we grow our own rootstocks for grafting our own branches from our own trees to our own rootstock, and then we germinate or initiate the growth in our own greenhouse, and then we pot these plants in now 6-litre pots with a mix of 1 part cocoa peat, 2 parts real cow compost that has been fully composted, and then finally with 3 parts of soil. And actually even the soil we go extra for. We go to the Cane Dunga to take the matto, we go to the quarry to take the earth from the crusher machine that is their waste, and in this earth we're also giving the trees high amounts of silica and calcium as well. So in the pot that you're purchasing is all the food that this tree requires. With our own rootstock, with our own grafting from our own farm, is also enough canicura or nutrients for this tree to sustain nicely for the coming year. That's, I think, the best thing that we can offer people from our Baba guarantee, is that at every point of the process we have done the maximum that we can to bring you the best product that is available out there. So this year we invested with Abadi Nepal on their new design for greenhouses to try and help and make an affordable option for Nepali farmers using their bamboo that's treated for longevity. With this item actually we've managed to increase our success rate this year for quite a nominal cost compared to if we had have done it ourselves. So really I would love to recommend these people into the world, because at the end the product is exactly what we needed, and it's helping us to make better trees and helping us to have higher success rates, which in turn are helping to cover the losses behind making our product. So as a business and as a result, hats off to these people. So yeah, we try as much as possible on the farm to be eco-sensitive. You see below that in our vegetable fields we use a hydraulic ram pump. It's called a Hydra Ram Pump. It's created by a company here in Nepal called Saral Hydram Pump. It's a Nepali product produced by Nepalis for Nepal, which I'm a big supporter of, and I'm super thankful to them for letting us have their prototype, something less than $3,000 with a 60,000 litre pumping capacity. Like this, it helps us keep our awareness on our environmental impact. We don't use any pesticides here. All our compost we produce ourselves from the grass and the cleaning of our terraces, and also from our neighbours' cows up the road. And like this we keep mixing the two for making the best composition. We find that nowadays, and before Corona, but now especially after Corona, a lot of youth has come back to Nepal from abroad, and a lot of them are very much interested to get into farming. There's also a lot of people who didn't choose to go abroad and want to do the farming here. My advice to these people would be to consider planting trees. Why I say this? Because it keeps you still connected to the land that you have from your family and your heritage. The requirements upon you are not very much. Maybe 1 time a year, 2 times a year, you come back to your village and you check on your trees once they're established. For tree production, we highly recommend that you give trees like once a month, some 5 minutes, 10 minutes of checking for grass or bugs or disease or water or whichever. But really, of all the farming things that I see going on in the world, this is one of the least effort requirement after it has been established. Like this, I really feel that youth can maintain their connection with where they're from, not give up on the family land, come up with a more valuable option than just using their land as collateral in the bank. That's why also we believe that to provide a good quality tree to these people will motivate more people with good results to do more again. Because as you see in a village, if one person starts, a lot of people don't believe, but once the result starts coming, then everyone else begins to follow. So to those of you in your villages who are brave enough, I salute you. I say that we are here also with good stock. Come by, call us, message us, whatever. Become leaders in your own village for the newer vision that we all want to see here. If you're interested to see how we work, please follow our hashtag Baba Guarantee on Facebook or on Google. If you're interested to see our products, actually I'm at Le Sherpa Hotel in Lazimpat every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 12 midday. And I'm always there with a variety of our trees. I'm always very happy to meet people, sit, talk about trees and organic farming. If you're having any issues in your own orchard or plantations or thoughts or plans, come by and have a chat with me. You can also check us out on 5eob.farm, and you can also check us out at Charlie Baba on Facebook, where we have our own shop section with each variety and their explanation. Join us, follow us, send us pictures. If you have questions about how you would like to do things, you're also very welcome to check us out on Charlie Baba Official on YouTube. And you can follow all the links down there. Thank you everybody. Namaste.